What's up, ladies and gentlemen? You are now watching Kinetic Outcome, and we are with Wilfred.
And I'm with Hector.
3 times MDRT, and about to be MDRT again this year.
Yes.
And the years to come, and probably COT and TOT in the future.
Yes, consecutive every year.
And plus, this is the interesting fact. Also a magician.
I am.
Yeah. So a little bit of introduction of yourself.
Okay, cool. I've been a financial planner for Manulife for almost 4 years now. Prior to that, I was working in the banking industry as a risk analyst. So I've been working in the financial industry in Hong Kong for the past 10 years, over 10 years now. And on the side, I do magic. I perform kids shows, adult shows, parties, corporate events. Like I teach classes, all kind of stuff, right? So magic, financial planning is like my specialty. It's my life. Yeah. So this is pretty much it. Yeah.
Okay. And what about the journey from the start to getting into magic and then where you are now? Like how did you get to those steps forward?
Interesting question.
Yeah.
Actually, when I was 15, I moved from Hong Kong to Canada. Okay. So before 15, I was in Hong Kong. I was just studying in a local school. Like, I didn't know much English at all. I wasn't a very confident kid myself. But then, the summer before I came to Canada, I had learned a couple magic tricks. Like, I was reading books, watching videos and stuff. And that gave me confidence. Right? When I moved to Canada in a different environment, in an unfamiliar place, I was able to use magic to connect with my peers, my classmates, my new friends, and everyone, basically. I was doing street magic. It was like
Were you single at the time?
Yeah, of course, yeah.
So
of course,
in the past, so
in the past,
with girls too.
Now,
so,
now,
it's like your
now I'm
thing.
taken.
Right,
yeah,
cool.
Yeah. So magic has given me this confidence. It's like a superpower, you know. It's like I'm part of the Avengers. Like I know something, I can do something that other people can't. So, and magic has given me everything. Like everything I do today is because of magic. It's all about the confidence thing, right? When I was in university, I was studying math. Like my major was actuarial science, which is pretty hard. Which is like the hardest thing ever. And magic gave me confidence. If I could do magic, I could amaze like 100 people at the same time. I could do anything, right? So I got my degree, I went back to Hong Kong, and I started working in the financial industry, in the banking industry, right? I was working as a risk analyst for a number of years, almost 6 to 7 years. And I felt like it just wasn't me, right? The work was challenging, and the hours were pretty long, and I didn't have time to pursue other things outside of work, right? Such as performing magic, right? I felt like I'm a little bit more outgoing than like my coworkers or people in that field, and I didn't feel like I was fitting in as much, right? And I felt like I could be more. I could influence people more. And that was around 4 years ago, and I made the decision to transition from being a risk analyst to a financial planner, which is a client-facing role. That's what I'm into now, yeah. And I think this is more of my lifestyle thing, yeah. You know, yeah. When it comes to picking a career, right? You want to pick something that fits your personality instead of just doing what pays well at the moment. Because what pays well at the moment is going to change, right? It can change in a split second because of COVID, because of all kinds of situations around us, right? But I feel like financial planning right now in Hong Kong is pretty hot right now. Yeah, pretty hot as in pretty popular because everyone needs financial planning. Young people in the early 20s and people in their 30s when they've just started building family, and people in the 40s and 50s when they're planning how to retire there's like a whole demographics like in Hong Kong that need our help, our advice as financial professionals. Yeah, and I feel like I can be part of like the influence, yeah, to give people like in Hong Kong hope that they can change their lives for the better with proper financial planning. And yeah, this is it. Right?
Okay. And next question is, what do you think of Hong Kong overall's approach to the industry that you're in terms of the advisor's point of view? Like there's, if I'm not wrong, according to my research, there's 100,000 advisors here in Hong Kong,
yeah,
including brokers, of course.
Yes.
So what do you think is their approach?
I think, first of all, the market is extremely competitive. We have 100,000 people competing, serving the Hong Kong market, as well as a lot of people serving the mainland China visitor market as well. And the approach, I would say professionalism is always number one, right? And how you sell, how you prospect new clients, that's just number two. And I think as there's more people getting into the industry, we need to be more professional. We need to have better knowledge of our financial products. What's new out there, what's the most beneficial for our clients because of their different demographics and stuff like that. And we need to help them, right? We need to put our clients first instead of like try to use this selling techniques, use this angle and use this approach to get our new clients. It's all about how we as an industry present ourselves, right? We need to be professional. We need to be trustworthy. We need to be pragmatic. Yeah. And I think we need to upgrade our professionalism, because I know a lot of people right now that in the financial services industry, in the financial planning industry, particularly, they've transitioned into this industry from another industry, such as tourism, hospitality, right? They didn't have the kind of financial knowledge that we, like professionals, require in this area. And they have to do a lot of work, right? They have to study a lot. They have to look at the news a lot. They have to talk to experts when it comes to investment, retirement, stuff like that, a lot, right? So there's a huge knowledge gap right now. And I feel like people in this industry, they have to always be learning, always be training themselves to be better individuals. That's what I think. Yeah.
Okay. I think you already answered the next question,
Yeah.
but I'll still ask it again.
Go ahead. Yeah.
In case you feel that there are a few things you can add on top of
Cool.
it. So the next question is, what advice would you give to people who want to pursue what you are doing?
Okay.
We are doing.
We as financial advisors, right?
Yeah.
We have to, first and foremost, put our clients first. I know I'm repeating myself, but this is the most important thing, right? A lot of people that want to get into this industry because it can seem lucrative, right? But in the long term, if you want to have a career, if you want to build your own team, if you want to help hundreds of clients, you have to be professional. You have to be very dependable when it comes to all things financial. It's not just insurance. It's just not only insurance, it can be retirement, MPFs, right? Stocks, right? Mutual funds. And even nowadays, cryptocurrencies, right? It's pretty hot right now. So you want to be knowledgeable. Like you don't have to invest in every single type of like security investment vehicle out there, but you have to be knowledgeable. You have to know what's going on. It's like reading a book. You have to go from page 1 to page 2 to page 3 to page 4. You can't go just from page 1 to the end of the book, right? So that's why we have to study up, and we have to practice, and we have to talk with our clients, communicate more, and try to get them on board. Yeah, try to get them to know what we know. That's the point. Yeah.
Okay. And next, on top of that is, among the thousands, what makes you unique with your approach besides magic?
I think besides magic, like I'm pretty unique in the financial industry because I'm a magician, I do magic, yeah, I do shows sometimes and stuff. But what makes me unique is that I feel like I'm confident enough to present with my clients new ideas that they've never heard of. I think there's some, like such as like cryptocurrencies and stuff, which I'm a very open-minded person. So I got into like crypto, Bitcoin many years ago, like 6 years ago, because I'm open-minded, right? But a lot of my clients, even co-workers, maybe all they know is insurance. Maybe all they know is MPFs. And I think that's not enough. You have to open your mind, right? It can be anything. It doesn't have to be crypto. It can be any kind of new technology, any kind of like lifestyle changes that will improve people's life in the long run. Yeah, we need to know about those stuff, right? Health, we need to know about health, like fitness stuff, right? Because clients gonna ask you, do I have to lose weight to buy this policy, or am I gonna like get a discount if I'm in a better shape than most people and stuff like that? You have to be knowledgeable, right? And don't you think?
I feel honestly, well, we're both doing the same field, right? Too much are copy and paste, especially if you just focus on the industry that you're in.
Yeah.
It's good to learn about the world, what's going on. And you can learn something new every day. It could be making lasagna.
Yeah,
it's totally unrelated.
That work too, yeah.
But if you know how to make really, really good lasagna, you got a couple of people in your place, you make it for them, and they're in your place because of that. So have lasagna and a couple of beers.
Yeah.
Might be an opportunity to discuss about what you do. You could
open doors, right?
I don't know poker yet, but why not? There's billiards, if you got skill for billiards. There's so much to learn. And knowing about property, Bitcoin, and a lot more things that are beyond the scope of what you do, but you are affluent with how the global economy works as well. And you can talk about Bretton Woods agreement, is it? Or Bretton Woods? How the USD peg to gold happened. And other than that, the stock market, how it was back then and how it is today,
right now,
what's the difference?
Yeah.
So there's a lot to learn, but the more knowledgeable you are, the more impressive you become. But you're not here to impress.
You're not here to impress, yeah.
You just know more knowledge. And people who know more usually earn trust better.
Exactly, yeah.
Yeah. So for our next question, who do you look up to most? It could be anybody. That's the first or second on your mind.
Actually, I look up to like all the great minds in the world. It can be Elon Musk, Jeff Bezos. Yeah, those guys. Yeah, those two guys, right? It doesn't necessarily have to be the things they do day to day, the things they write on Twitter on a daily basis, but it's their vision, right? It's how they perceive the world, how they're so forward-looking, right? They're so open-minded. Their minds are not bounded by what's happening today. They're dreamers, right? And we want to be dreamers. And we want our clients to be dreamers as well. Because at the end of the day, we shouldn't be too satisfied by what we've accomplished. Instead, we should move forward to see how we can accomplish more and how we can help our communities and people around us more. Yes. So that's your answer.
Okay.
Yeah. Elon Musk and Jeff Bezos. Yeah.
Okay. And after that, what about your journey towards pursuing magic or moving towards where you are now? Did you ever come to a point where there were people that were afraid of what you're pursuing and didn't like what you're doing? So,
excellent
anything
question.
to share about that side?
Excellent question. Because even I'm honest with you, there are doubters everywhere. People who doubt you everywhere, right? People who say, "Oh, don't do this. Don't perform magic. You're not good enough. Don't do it on the street. It's dangerous. This and that. Oh, don't do a show for this person, for this demographic or something." Yeah, everyone's gonna have their opinion, but the thing is, I just ignore them and do my thing, right? Because magic is very subjective, right? It's not like math. It's not like science. So there's no right or wrong. Right? Some people, they love magic so much, like it's their passion, their hobby, their life. But some people, they're not very into it. They feel like getting food is like, it's like a disgrace. But for me, I just pursue what makes me happy. Even I remember 4 years ago when I transitioned from my stable job in the bank as a risk analyst to like a financial planner I'm now. People were reluctant. They were like, "Oh, why did you quit that job to become a financial planner?" Right? Financial planner, they say, "Oh, it's not too stable, right? It's like being a businessman. Like a business can go up or down like every single month. You never know, right?" But the thing is, I shouldn't have been looking up to those people when I was seeking advice, because they've never done it. They've never pursued. They've never pursued magic, or they've never pursued a career in financial planning, right? We should look up people who've been in our industry and they've succeeded. Yeah, they've succeeded. Yeah. So that's what I think. Yeah, you should look up to people who've made it. Yeah, not the naysayers, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, to put something on top of that, not to offend any of you, but there's so many people that I know that have so much potential, but they rather take advice from mom and dad, their brother, their sister, their aunties and uncles, or best friend or close friends, to not take a certain path, but they take advice from people that have never taken that path. Did I say taken or taken? Either way, both make sense. So if they haven't taken that path, I don't think it's good to take advice from those people.
Yeah,
not to offend them, right?
Yeah.
But find someone who has experienced it already. Yeah. And either it could be someone who's just starting, someone who's in the middle of their career, or been there for a while. Because to be honest with you, I have mentors myself. I know someone from AIA, but he's in Singapore. So I also take advice from him.
Yeah.
He's been in the business for over 20 years.
Yep.
So he talks to me about recruitment. And when we talked recently, he was like, "Oh, Hector, I just had a few recruits that come in, I want to motivate you." And I'm like, "Yeah, my recruits are still taking exams." So yeah, now I have a +2 and another +1 coming soon. So he motivates me as well and fires me up.
Yeah.
Yeah. And for the next question is, these next coming 2 to 3 years, we're dreamers, right?
Yes.
What do you want in this industry?
Yeah, I want to build a big team, at least 20 people in the next 2 or 3 years. And I want to elevate them to the level of professionalism that I think this industry needs. Yeah. And I want to help them grow as individuals as well. It's not just about like earning a good income and stuff. I want to help them grow as individuals, be more healthier, like be better with their families, and be better like contributors for the communities, right? Because I think financial planning, like this field, can be very influential for communities. It's not just about like the numbers, like the money, or like helping clients secure a financial future. We can do a lot more for the community, and we have 100,000 people in this industry, and we can do a lot of things together.
The thing on my mind is when you're talking about building a team and more than just financial advising is you were talking about Avengers, right? Now I'm looking at Justice League, and you need to help them find out each superpower that they have. Then you're gonna mix all the universes together, like DC and Marvel. You put Dragon Ball, you put Naruto, and just everything that you can think about, including Bleach. So build that kind of team, right? So in general, just finding their superpowers. So they become uniquely them rather than a copy of a copy. Yeah,
the last thing we want to do is to be like someone else. That's the worst thing we can do. Try not to be someone else, and try to have a sense of what you want to become and pursue that, right? You can meditate every morning for 15 minutes and just talk to yourself, right? Talk to yourself, know what you think is worthwhile, and know your values. This is the most important thing. I know like young people nowadays, they watch the TV, they go on Facebook, Instagram, or TikTok or whatever, and they always see their peers, right? What their peers are doing and what they're buying, like how they're spending money. And I think this is a little bit toxic, right? We shouldn't be influenced by what people are doing, right? We should do our own thing and choose the kind of lifestyle we want to pursue, right? Instead of listening to people, watching people, because the more we watch, the more we're giving people the power to influence us. And we should be our own influencer.
Yeah, I mean, as an artist, just like I don't know. Anyway,
what's that?
It's rap. So so this is the part where I'm going to clap and we're gonna switch into magic. So instead of snapping my fingers, we're gonna. This is the part where the mic disappears.
Yeah.
So it's a little echoey. But let's do the magic, man.
Okay.
What do we got?
I have here two objects. Do you know what they are? You have no clue, right?
Yeah.
Okay. The first one is something that we've all played with before. There's a Rubik's Cube.
Ah, I used to sell that in Southeast Asia.
You used to sell? Okay, yeah, cool. And we have another object here. You have, let's see, a glass bottle. A glass bottle.
Okay.
Glass bottle. Okay. And here's what I'm going to do. Are you ready?
Yeah. I'm imagining it. I don't know if what I'm imagining is what's it gonna be. So
Okay.
let's see.
Hold the top. Put it up like this.
One hand.
Yeah, one hand.
Okay.
There's nothing up my sleeves, right?
Yeah.
3, 2, 1. My snap.
Okay. So we have officially did a quantum leap and we moved from a realm to another realm. That's exactly what I thought.
The cube is now inside the bottle.
Yeah. Oh shit, sorry. But in English,
check it out.
Yeah. In English, this is the part where I say fuck. And in Cantonese, I say "diu."
It's a souvenir for you.
In Nepal is like "matsikne," and I don't know in other languages. Man, that's yeah. I don't know how it went in. So cool. So let's snap back. Ladies and gentlemen, once again, Wilfred,
Hector.
me. We got confused there.
Yeah.
But handshake again, kinetic outcome.
Thank you.
Our aim is to provide value. So if you like what you watched, make sure you hit that like button, leave a comment, and subscribe. I'm also a financial advisor based in Hong Kong, so feel free to check the description box for my details and email or DM. And if ever you need video and photography services, the phenomenal videos you're watching right now are filmed by 𝙁𝙤𝙣𝙠. Lastly, if you love hip-hop music, rap, R&B, singing, whichever that sounds amazing to your ears, because I always do a lot of experiments with it, feel free to drop by my channel at @SCFSaint or Saint Crossfade. Appreciate you for being part of this episode and more to come. Till next time.